welcome to another episode of Movie Buffers. I think this is going to be episode 29. This episode is going to be about the 1978 Halloween. With the new one coming out, they disregarded all of the sequels. I wanted to go back and revisit these ones that have been restored and remastered. I think it was Shout, Scream Factory, and I just watched those 4K versions and they look amazing. So the first Halloween, it holds a special place in my heart. I actually, growing up, I never understood why people thought it was so scary or why people liked it so much. Growing up, there's something, more wholesome about it, and there's something below the surface. You scratch far enough, there is something pretty terrifying about it. Set in Illinois, we got the John Wayne Gacy's, Jeffrey Dahmers are right next door. Thinking about a guy just walking through a suburban neighborhood, just murdering people, there's just something so unsettling about it. What if somebody decided to put a mask on one of the nights of the year when everyone's wearing a costume? Terrifying thought. Halloween came out in 1978, directed by John Carpenter. The use of lighting and just silence, utilizing music to terrify your audience, and also using really shaky point of view camera shots. There's so much about it. It really is a work of art, and you can tell that there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into the production of the original movie, and that's why John Carpenter kind of holds that one near and dear to his heart and disregards almost all of the other ones because he was kind of forced into making sequels. Even though, I love to go back and revisit them, especially on a nostalgia basis. I enjoy all the Halloween movies. So, the film opens up. We see Michael kill his sister. She's getting it on, and he sneaks upstairs, and we get a POV shot of him murdering his sister. And for some reason, even as a kid, I never thought the scene was particularly scary. It just always kind of made me feel more strange, like he was more of a peeping Tom or something. So when he carries out the murder, it's just kind of shocking. And then that's our Michael Myers introduction, and then his parents come home and he's on the front lawn standing there like a weirdo, and then they just kind of stand there and stare at him. I like how the mom's reaction too. She's just kind of shaking her head in disapproval. She's just like, I don't know what he did in there. I don't like it. So on October 30th, 1978, it's nearly 15 years later, we meet Sam Loomis. He's the doctor, the psychiatrist that works with Michael Myers, has been working for him for the past 15 years. They're just driving around, and then they notice these mental patients walking around everywhere. Instantly, Loomis is freaking out. He's like, you have no idea. Michael's probably gone. Michael probably escaped. He's driving around with this nurse, and this nurse comes in way later, even into Halloween Kills. She gets murdered in Halloween Kills. I just rewatched that one, which is just a crazy journey for her to make it all the way back to 2021 and get murdered off in another Halloween movie. So the next day we meet Laurie Strode. She's just walking around being a teenager with her teenage friends. Bunch of shitbags talking about how they're gonna disrespect their responsibilities later. They're smoking weed. She has to babysit 8-year-old Tommy later. Tommy Doyle, he comes back later too. Michael just comes back and starts just ravaging on this town. He rips off a mechanic jumpsuit. He rips a Halloween store, steals a mask, steals a knife out of someone's house, murders them, just starts murdering the town, hanging out in his old stomping grounds. He's mad. He's got some resentment. There's not that much more to say about Halloween. It's pretty straightforward. There's the battle scene between him and Dr. Loomis and Laurie at the end. In the end, I think Halloween, it's one of my favorite movies. It's it's a good movie to study for lighting and sound, and it's good to watch behind the scenes, watching how the crew kind of moved with the cameraman. There's the lighting guy and the sound guy. They're all moving in unison behind the actor as they're getting these tracking shots, these long takes. And it's just it's a masterclass in filmmaking. A good one to study if you're into writing horror. That kind of tests people's patience with being a slow burn. How well can you actually pay attention to story and detail? I think I'm gonna give Halloween 1978 a B+. It's not a bad place to be. The look of these new 4K Blu-rays, man, it looks brand new. It's a great movie. I think The Thing is better, honestly. Please like and subscribe, smash the bell so you can get notified when new episodes come out on this channel. And this is Movie Buffers. Thanks for watching. See you next time.